The top news posts of September 2.
Tuesday, September 2nd at 2:39 a.m. Stock futures fall at start of September amid new uncertainty about tariffs after court decision. Live updates CNBC. Court challenges to Trump's tariffs spark market uncertainty. Stock futures fall as investors watch for Supreme Court decisions, with warnings of major economic impact if they're struck down.
Tuesday, September 2nd at 2:31 a.m. On WY anniversary, China seeks to erase us roll in victory, The Washington Post. China marks its Way Victory Day with a massive parade. Xi Jinping will unveil advanced military might, including new high-tech weapons and drones, showcasing China's power to the world.
Tuesday, September 2nd at 2:14 a.m. Over 1,000 killed in landslide in Western Sudan. Village Sudan Liberation Movement Army says Reuters. A massive landslide in a Western Sudan village has claimed over 1,000 lives. The Sudan Liberation Movement Army confirms the devastating toll.
Tuesday, September 2nd at 12:47 a.m. Powerball jackpot hits $13 billion after Labor Day drawing. Here's what the winner could take home. The Powerball jackpot just hit an estimated $1.3 billion. With no winner in the Labor Day drawing, this massive prize is still up for grabs. Tuesday, September 2nd at 12:13 a.m. North Korea's Kim Jong-un travels to Beijing to watch military parade alongside Putin and Xi Jinping, AP News. Kim Jong-un, Putin, and Xi Jinping converge in Beijing for a military parade. This powerful gathering of leaders signals an emerging axis of upheaval challenging the West.
Monday, September 1st at 11:37 p.m. Vietnam's parade sees a military eager to shed its Soviet roots, Bloomberg.com. Vietnam celebrated 80 years of independence with a huge military parade aiming to shed Soviet roots. Meanwhile, Chinese language and culture are increasingly influential, marking a new chapter.
Monday, September 1st at 11:07 p.m. Photos, Labor Day workers over billionaires protests held across us Axios. Labor Day saw workers over billionaires protests erupt nationwide. Unions and community groups rallied against Trump and the wealthy, demanding a fairer deal for American workers.
Monday, September 1st at 8:40 p.m. Why was the Afghanistan earthquake so deadly? A disaster resilience expert explains the conversation. A devastating earthquake in Afghanistan has killed hundreds. Rescuers are searching remote regions for survivors as the Taliban calls for foreign aid. Experts explain the disaster's deadliness.
Monday, September 1st at 8:17 p.m. Democratic Rep. Jerry Nadler to retire from Congress, citing need for generational change in interview with the New York Times, CBS News. Veteran Democratic Rep. Jerry Nadler is retiring from Congress and will not seek re-election. He cites the need for generational change.
Monday, September 1st at 6:26 p.m. Former CDC directors say RFK Jr. is endangering Americans' health. Former CDC directors, joined by Bernie Sanders, strongly condemn RFK Jr.'s health views. They warn his vaccine policies are dangerous, unacceptable, and endanger Americans' health.
Monday, September 1st at 6:10 p.m. Rudy Giuliani, former NYC mayor, was flagged down by woman shortly before highway crash. Police say the Boston Globe. Former NYC Mayor Rudy Giuliani was hospitalized with a broken vertebra after a car accident in New Hampshire. He is now recovering from his injuries.
Monday, September 1st at 5 p.m. China pushes development bank to help 10 Eurasian countries curb US dollar risks, South China Morning Post. China's Xi, backed by Russia and India, leads a push for a new global order. They aim to curb US dollar risks and challenge Western dominance, criticizing bullying tactics.
Monday, September 1st at 4:55 p.m. Trump says he will award Rudy Giuliani the Presidential Medal of Freedom. The Guardian. President Trump announced his intent to award Rudy Giuliani the prestigious Presidential Medal of Freedom. This significant honor for his personal attorney is making headlines.
Monday, September 1st at 3:50 p.m. Maduro vows a republic in arms if US forces in the Caribbean attack Venezuela, PBS. US forces are building in the Caribbean, escalating tensions with Venezuela. Maduro vows a republic in arms if attacked, accusing the US of seeking regime change over drug trafficking claims.
Monday, September 1st at 10:46 a.m. Interviewed student to undergo surgery after Annunciation Church mass shooting, KARE 11 comm. A young survivor of the Annunciation Church shooting, known for shielding a friend, has a bullet fragment in his neck and requires surgery.